what you've seen of me. Stay very still. She's getting tired, right? Bravo! Bravo!
Hey everyone, Valiant Versatile here. So you probably seen the clip where I did this skip where I successfully jumped up to that balcony with the lackeys around. So I've dispatched the enemies in the area so that I can slowly break it down to you and talk to you about that jump. It's really, first of all, lining up that jump is really difficult. Like to do it in one whole smooth sequence where you run and you jump and you line it up. You need to look up, pan up your camera like that so that make sure Atalia grabs onto the ledge. That's the first most important thing. Lining up the jump like that so that Atalia can kind of land on this little plank bit and then jump further in, like to the left side of the top of this balcony area. So you want to position yourself where you land at the edge of the little plank just enough so you won't fall off, and you can also make the jump to the left side of the little balcony, right? So yeah, that was a so yeah, do take note, it's a very difficult jump, and you want to pan up your camera so that Atalia's auto grab won't fail you. And I've noticed that if she's too far right on the balcony, she tends to not auto grab as well, even if you pan up the camera. So you want to be towards the middle or the left side at the top when you go to grab it, when you jump off from this little plank bit right there. So that's all simple enough, right? The breakdown. Run, line yourself up, and then pan the camera up. There's actually more to it, to this jump. So there's actually lackeys below that will kind of mess up your jump because of Atalia's auto targeting if you don't do it fast enough. So not only do you need to do it in one smooth sequence, you need to do it fast. Sometimes you could take a second to line it up properly like that, but don't take too long is what I would recommend. So this jump is actually particularly difficult to do on the first go. You're probably gonna reset a lot on your speed run. So that is the breakdown of the balcony skip for this episode 1 speedrun tutorial. Heyo, Valiant Versatile here. So we're gonna be talking about the guard spawn trick. So what you would do in a speedrun is jump into the water so that you will immediately teleport and warp yourself at the beginning of this fight.
He's trying to split us.
So yeah, what you want to do is make sure that you kick in a way that kills one guard, right, and knocks the second guard into the rack, but it doesn't count as a kill. It doesn't count as a kill, but it counts towards the objective of knocking 2 guards into the rack. So 1 kill, but 2 guards knocked into the rack. And then you skip the additional 2 guards that appears. So that was only 4 guards, right? So that's the 4 guard pattern.
A lot more fun.
I will take you with me if I have to.
I'm not sure that's the best place to leave a cannon unattended.
Leave it alone. I am attending.
Are you brave enough to come down and stop me?
No.
Then you are wiser than you look. The man really can't get enough of staring at himself.
And we're here on episode 2's balcony skip. So what you want to do is to come over here. Normally there wouldn't be a cannon here. So anyway, just kind of grab onto this little corner of the wall ledge right here, and you want to grab the corner of the box. Make sure to pan your camera up, kind of like in episode 1, and make sure to avoid these spikes. As you can see, it will knock you back. And you want to grab onto this ledge right here, and you'll make it all the way to the balcony. This is a really nice shortcut in comparison to the normal way, where you need to kick the bonfire and then light the cannon, as you can see right here, and then blow a hole through the wall. That takes quite a significant amount of time, and then do this platforming me to get up there. But we're gonna skip all that. Oops, my bad. Forgot my own little trick where you need to pan up the camera. So camera control is really important for speedrunning, so yeah. See how much time you actually save by doing this little shortcut, so yeah. Coming up next is this. Alright, we'll go more in depth on the bridge skip. So what you typically want after blowing up the lackeys to climb up to these crates here. Jump onto the net and climb up the bridge here. So what you want to do is actually, there's actually more to it than what it seems. You want to come up here and position yourself, right, and grab the top of these boxes so you get the most height, as you can see. So you definitely want to come up here, and you want to aim slightly to the right so you're more centered towards the net, and then move yourself back while pushing the stick towards the bridge. So what it looks like is this. My bad, I messed it up. Like that is what I mean. So again, yeah, you want to be moving backwards while jumping towards this thing. While you're like, Atalia is doing a grab like this, and you get it very consistent with the ledge grab. Otherwise, you will bump the top part of the side of the bridge as you're coming up. So this is the more consistent way to do things. Right here, but sometimes I'll show you. Sometimes if you're too close to the ledge and you get knocked off before the auto targeting can auto grab, like you bump the edge and you get knocked off. I'll try to intentionally fail if I can, like that. See, it hits the side of the wall and you don't get up there. So yeah, so there's a little, you know, kinks to it for this.
Zaida, come down here. Zaida, trust me.
And we're
Zaida's
back.
escape plan backfired.
We're gonna be breaking down
be far
this
away.
little waterfall area. So for this little jump, you'll be doing a dodge launch trick. So you want to face 45 degrees to the left, right, and move parallel to the wall, against the wall. And what you want to do is you jump towards the wall and attack, and then do a dodge like this, for example. And you want to keep doing that repeatedly, but make sure you, depending on your frame rate, you can go really high up into the air where you would go over that wall, and you don't want to go out of bounds. That would lose you time. So you want to make sure you steer yourself within the map. So I'm gonna do the little dodge jump, dodge launch trick right now. See what I mean? You wanna steer yourself. Once you get to this point, to this tree, you wanna walk up against it, do the same thing. You'll come up here like this. And then you wanna wait by this tree right here.
Zaida,
And prepare to
come
skip
down
the
here.
dialogue with Zaida, right there. Now, the same thing, you're gonna do the dodge launch. Heyo, Valen Versatile here. So, normally Zaida would be the top of this bridge. I already skipped the dialogue for her for convenience sake, so otherwise I have to re-record the video multiple times, which there is no like a specific point I can come back to, so I have to do the whole chapter again if I were to record it like that. Anyways, so because there's a dialogue to skip, you want to set up your skip right away. So you either want to do the dodge launch trick, or the cactus skip. So if you're doing, let's talk about the dodge launch one first. That's the more popular one that most speedrunners do. So you want to immediately come to the left side, come around to the left side like this, and then Zaida will talk to you, and then you skip the dialogue. So you want to back face against the tree, this little corner between this tree right here, this little palm tree, the taller palm tree, and the one in the middle of the left side here, right? Yeah, position your back like that. If you need to dodge back into it to kind of line yourself up, that's fine, to practice. And then you want to do, you know, the one you did for, yeah, so you're going to want to jump, attack, and dodge. And then you want to do, yeah, attack. Yeah, so that's how you pull it off. So yeah, you see me do like this a lot. Attack and roll to descend faster, like I said, and to control where I'm going. So you land on top of that bridge, and then you make your way across, and then you just roll off the bridge. So for this dodge launch trick, it's actually FPS dependent. So for those speedrunners that don't have really powerful PC, so this you know, dodge launch trick might not be suitable for you. So instead we'll talk about the cactus skip. So like I said, there's a dialogue to skip, right? So immediately, if you're gonna do the cactus skip, come over here and then skip the dialogue, and then you want to jump, grab onto this cactus, and aim for this flower pot on the right side. There's a precise spot where you can actually stand on. What I want to do is, I'm gonna try to aim. You see this plant? You want to aim the right side of this plant. I'm using a Talia's hat to kind of indicate like a pointer, like the positioning of where you need to land, and then you're gonna land right there ish, right on the edge. There'll be a landing spot. Once you've lined yourself up, when you climb up on top of this cactus, you want to sprint, jump, and let go of movement like so, and then aim at the corner of this bridge, climb up, and then you make your way to the end, roll off, and you'll make your way there. So that's the cactus skip. Cactus skip is just a neat little shortcut that is not frame rate dependent. So these two shortcuts are pretty much the same timing, like on average it's the same timing, literally the same. You don't lose any more time or gain any more time for doing one method over the other. It's just which method are you more comfortable doing. So I hope that clarifies.
Love seeing you do that. Where'd she go? You'll find out soon.
So yeah, there is a skip that you could do for your speed run. Normally you go that way to get up here, but you could just do a attack, dash, jump, attack, dash like this, and then you dodge, roll up
Ready
here.
for dessert?
You'll glide up that tree
Oh, you know,
like this.
this will last.
Carry on the
Not
fight
this
with
time.
Zaida.
Nice move.
For your information, Lady Volador, this fortress is equipped with highly specialized military-grade defense fire. What are you doing? You need a license to operate that. Dios mío, I wasn't expecting a fight. Oh, you're about to have a very bad day.
Are you menacing me?
Heyo, and we're back. So we're gonna talk about the elevator skip for this part. So what you want to do is just proceed as normal and pull the switch. Make sure you do that. Pull the switch, get the elevator to go across, and you want to do what's called a airwalk attack. So what you want to focus on is, you see the little rope, just like the demo, we're just gonna run all the way to this point. Right before the rope, jump, and make sure to pan our camera up. Right? We're gonna be jumping towards that monkey bar, but we're gonna now face the wall and, you know, do what your dodge launch tech, where you, but instead of doing it against the wall or corner, you'll be jumping towards the monkey bar, panning the camera up, and then you jump, attack, and roll. So this is how the whole thing would look like, right? You're gonna look at the floorboard like that. So now you're actually in the air. Once you've done it successfully, you will look like that. And then, in order to move around, you need to attack and roll, and you want to input your movement, of course, of where you want to go, and that's how you move around while doing the airwalk. In order to end the airwalk, just attack and jump, and there you're landed on this point, and you can now proceed to the next area, no problem. Alright, so once we come to this part where you encounter El Vigilante across, I like that little dialogue. So what you want to do is jump towards that little bit and jump. Make sure you jump to touch the water and to warp yourself here. So
Now's not the time.
you started, you were way over there in the distance by that cave. And now you're right here at this place. Now, if you get unlucky with the pattern, with the little cages, like right here is good pattern where I can just jump straight and just jump right there like normally. But if let's say, you know, you're waiting for the elevator to come down, that would be too slow. So what you can do is do a, I think it's called a Zaida step, they call it. It's a variation of the dodge launch. So, you know, as usual, jump, attack, dodge, and then you wanna use the attack and dodge and then roll to control your control where you're going, and then you'll end up right here at the fight to El Vigilante. Right, we come to the little tower skip here. You just make your way through, and by the laundry area, you're gonna come up to this area, back yourself up against the wall, jump, attack, dodge. You need to gain enough height and then control yourself to push yourself past and on top of this point. And there'll be a hole here where you can drop down, and you skip like a good chunk of the section of the game.
I admire your persistence.
Right, we're at this cliffside section, so I want to point out something, that doing the airwalk here does not save any time, so I'm gonna try to do the airwalk here. Doesn't actually save you any time. We'll touch the ground about 9 seconds-ish into the cutscene.
So, how much?
Okay, we're gonna reset and restart last checkpoint. About 9 seconds. Now we're gonna do it the normal way. Now it could be a little bit faster, I just needed to line it up to make sure I did it correctly. So I'm gonna start from here as usual and then start. Then we do it the normal way.
There you are.
right here.
So,
See, I
how
entered the
much further are these
cutscene
holes?
exactly 9 seconds as well, about more or less. So doing the airwalk there would not actually save you any time, so don't make the same mistake as some speedrunners do.
We're not far.
Don't
They're
bother
walking
with
to
this
the
airwalk at all. Like, just do it the normal way and you'll be fine. Anyways, moving on to the next part that I want to talk about is that you want to jump over here, kind of grab this side. So you kind of use the leaf, this little leaf here, and aim at that little corner right there to kind of grab on to get it consistent. So you kind of use this leaf, just shrub this bunch of you know, cliffside leaves to kind of aim at this I don't know what you kind of call it, this cliffside rock corner right here to grab onto, and then you're gonna wanna aim up here. Make sure to control your camera as usual. Pan up here. Make sure you trigger the dialogue here. Then you able to proceed forward. If you don't trigger the dialogue, you actually soft lock yourself. Make sure to trigger the dialogue by coming back here. So if let's say you miss the jump, right? Where am I? Yeah. Let's say you missed it. Yeah. So let's say you missed the jump. If you miss the jump, okay. The best way to proceed is to just do it the normal way, because that skip actually only saves you 2 seconds. So if you miss the jump, it's fine. You only lose 2 seconds, or you only gain 2 seconds from doing that skip anyway. So yeah, just drop down.
Not too late.
Another speed running tech mistake that speedrunners like to do is they go up this wall. So okay, I'm gonna demonstrate now. So let's say you finish the fight with the duelist, right? And let's say we start by this door, for example, for our starting point. Okay, my bad. So let me reset.
Let's pretend this never happened. Yes?
So what they like to do is climb up the door frame, get up here. Okay, that takes about 9-10 seconds ish, so we're gonna reset. Now we're gonna do a shortcut method, but it's still a normal way to do it, and you'll see what I mean. So if you climb up here and then grab this and then just come up here, just aim for this part right away. You can see it's 10 seconds. I could have been a bit faster, I guess. Hello, and we're gonna be recording our outro now for this video. It's quite a lengthy video, so I want to wrap it up nicely with an outro. So that's gonna be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little speedrunning tutorial, and if you did, please leave a like and share, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.